Hello, Hope Warriors, and happy Easter. I know for all of us that are Christians, today being Easter Sunday is truly a day of reflecting on the true hope that we do have. So I first want to just start out acknowledging that. And then I want to recap one of our posts from this past week. I believe it was on Monday. Our post and our insight was around just acknowledging the difference of feelings and moods and emotions that we're all going through. I think the one constant that we can say that there is right now is variability. How we are, even ourselves, responding to the situation we're in right now with social distancing and, life as we knew it has just been disrupted. Even if you are still working, it's different. Maybe you're working from home now every day. Even if you still are going to work, that's very different. It's not like it was. Those that aren't working, have lost their jobs right now or have been laid off because of the situation and now have time on their hands basically during the day to figure out what to do with. They've lost that structure. Maybe those that have had their hours cut. There's a ton of scenarios of things that we're all feeling, and everyone, regardless of who you are, has been somehow impacted by what's going on right now. And so how are we responding to that? I know for myself, there could be one day where I'm feeling in a really good mood and I'm really productive and I've got a lot of energy and, I'll be sitting down in my basement office and I'll have music on while I'm working and, just kind of dancing in my chair. I don't know what that's about. But then the next day, I may feel like I just cannot even focus. I can't concentrate. I just want to spin round and round and round in my little chair, my office chair. Very different, right? And so why am I feeling one way on one day and a very different way on the next day? Well, look around at what we're going through right now. So you may be feeling some very similar things or very similar fluctuations in how you're responding, how your body's responding, how your emotions are responding. And I just want to remind you and myself that it's okay. We're human. We're going to have emotions and we're going to all respond to different things, or it's the same thing in different ways. And that's okay. We're allowed to. You have permission. Another thing I wanted to just mention, because I've had this conversation with others before and it came up again yesterday. I actually participated on a live podcast yesterday, and the discussion was around, how are we, what are we learning about ourselves as we go through, the coronavirus pandemic? And this idea of feeling guilty for however we're feeling came up. So for example, for those of us that still have our jobs, I'm very fortunate. I still have my job. My circumstances of working is very different than what it was. Life is very different than what it was. But, I don't have the added stress of having children that I'm trying to manage and keep occupied and entertained or teach during the day when I'm trying to work. And I know there's that situation exists out there for a lot of you. I don't have, the stress of not having my job and needing to file unemployment and not sure where the money is going to come from to pay the bills and to get the necessities of life. And I know there are a lot of people that have that stress on their life right now. And so I think sometimes when you feel like, maybe you have it better than someone else, you feel like you can't feel bad. You feel like you can't feel like that you're stressed about it or that it's bothering you. Like you feel like, well, I just should not complain. I shouldn't feel bad at all about it. And I felt that myself. And so this came up again yesterday on that podcast. And so what we discussed is that, we're all being affected in some way, shape, or form. Regardless of what it is, we're all being affected by this situation. Life as we knew it has somehow changed. And we have permission, we have the right to feel disturbed, I guess, about that and not know exactly how to handle it or how to respond or what to do. And so we're going to have these feelings. And so I just want to remind you, as I've had to remind myself, that, yeah, okay, maybe my situation isn't as bad as someone else's, but I can still feel like crap some days because life is different. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate the things that I do have. By any means, I definitely appreciate the things that I do still have and any sense of normalcy that I am still able to have in my life. But yeah, there are going to be days where I feel like crap, and that's okay. But I also understand that everybody else is going to have days where they feel like crap, and they have that permission as well. And so just understanding we're all going to have these feelings, different variations, different amounts of it. But we're all going to have them. And so just a reminder that if you're feeling that way, however you're feeling, it's okay. I mean, we don't really know how to feel. We've never been through this situation before, so we don't know how to feel. We're just kind of working through it day by day, trying to figure it out. And I think there's just a lot of really awesome examples of how people are becoming so creative with how they are able to spend their time and do things for others, or just come up with other ways for their families to interact virtually or even, in the home. So really it's producing a lot of creativity, and I love to see that. So there is good that's coming from us, but that's not to discount the stress and the hardship that is also coming from it. So there's always two sides to everything that we go through in life. And so we have to acknowledge both sides of that. So anyway, if you are going through a day where you just feel like you can't do it, you just can't deal with it, you can't deal with people, you can't deal with whatever, it's okay. If you need to take a day off from whatever, do it. I mean, I know you can't really go anywhere and do anything fun, but you know what? Just having the day off of knowing that you have that day to just do whatever you want with and not have whatever responsibility, I guess, that you had that day, do it. If you need to just close yourself off in another room for a period of time and, I don't know, put on some music or whatever, do it. We all have to somehow figure out ways to maintain our mental health and our sanity as we're going through this. And so do what you need to do to maintain that for yourself. And that may look a little different for everyone. So anyway, we're getting ready to start another week. I don't know what yours is going to look like. Heck, I don't even know what mine's going to look like this week, but we're all going into another week of this, and let's breathe and let's give ourselves grace and permission to just be as we all figure this out together. Love you guys. I hope you all are maintaining, as much positivity as possible. But, we're all doing the best we can. So we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.